Trump is facing blowback from his own MAGA faithful over talk of an Iran strike. Why is the outrage so intense? Did we learn nothing from Iraq and Afghanistan? Tulsi Gabbard, now director of national intelligence, testified Iran isn't building nukes. So why is Trump brushing her off? Let's take a look.
The IC continues to assess that Iran is not building a nuclear weapon, and Supreme Leader Khamenei has not authorized the nuclear weapons program that he suspended in 2003. The IC continues to monitor closely if Tehran decides to reauthorize its nuclear weapons program. In the past year, we've seen an erosion of a decades-long taboo in Iran on discussing nuclear weapons in public, likely emboldening nuclear weapons advocates within Iran's decision-making apparatus. Iran's enriched uranium stockpile is at its highest levels and is unprecedented for a state without nuclear weapons.
When public protests and online fury are fever pitch, are we headed for another war, or is this political theater? More than 7,000 American troops have died in the Middle East since 2001, with Gabbard pushed out of the meeting and Trump demanding unconditional surrender. Trust in leadership is shaky. How much blood and treasure can the U.S. afford to spill, and will Congress or the IC hold any sway this time? Why? I don't understand this at this point. Like, for me and a lot of people, we voted for Trump to keep us out of these wars. Why are we getting into it? Because of Israel, maybe? This is for entertainment purposes only, so educational also. But why? There is no point of getting into this war. There's no benefit in America. America's suffering right now. If you live in California, pretty bad right now. You got homeless people. You got crime-ridden, immigration also. Everything's fucking expensive. Gas prices are gonna go skyrocket. There's 75 gallons per gallon. It's projected to go to $300 or $130. We're suffering here. What war? We're already fighting a 2-front war. Now we're looking at a 3-front war in the future. There is no point in this. I see no point unless, you know what I mean, Jess?
Yeah. You know, and that was a big part of his campaign too. You back me, we're not going to war. And people were really passionate about that. There were signs all over with people saying, don't vote for Kamala if you don't want your kids or whatever to go to war. You know, vote Trump, Vance. And now look at them backing Israel with these crazy antics they have going on. I just feel like it's kind of senseless.
Yeah, it's all political theater at this point. Like, he turned his back on his base pretty much, and the whole country. It's just with Israel. Why? I'm hearing a lot. It's regime change. It's not even about the nukes, bro. It's not. Like, in that country, there's no leaders. I'm just gonna say it, that are Jewish, and that's in the pocket of Israel right now. They're pushing forward. It seems like Trump has no choice at this point, because donors paid into his campaign already. We're talking about hundreds of millions of dollars, and you could be coerced when you have that type of money in front of you. What do you think?
It's
Quell the outrage. Go.
It's
U.S.-Iran tensions have escalated since Israel's recent strikes. Social media hashtags against war with Iran are trending globally. Congress is split, with some demanding a formal inquiry before action. Multiple IC leaks show disagreement over Iran's nuclear timeline. The International Crime Court has begun preliminary evidence gathering. Even that, like, even way before, they were Netanyahu. If you could see videos from 1980s talking about Iran's building nukes. Iran's building nukes. It's a couple weeks, couple months away. He kept saying that until current day. Like, where's the lie or where's the truth in that? We cannot, we cannot be forced into this. We're talking about American lives. American lives.
It seems like they always kind of had this in their back pocket to justify going to war by saying this over and over again. Then people don't got that stuff.
No, I don't believe it either. It's just in the Eastern region, they want to control that with the Nile River. It's like a trading area where they're gonna make boatloads of money. And then if we're talking about Gaza here, that place it's flattened already.
Whenever war is in the conversation, just think to yourselves, allegedly, what if you just think outside of the box and you just look at the whole picture, what can be gained from this? Because they're not doing this for no reason. They're doing it. They're trying to get something. There's something that they want.
Yeah. They have their strategic outlooks and stuff and how they're going to do things. And what can we do except talk about it, have outrage? A lot of people, you see it already. You do agree with us that this is pointless. This is pointless. Millions of people are going to die. It's not just the 7,000 Americans that were dying in Iraq and Afghanistan. There were regular people, kids, millions of people dying in that senseless war. Like, there is no point in it. I don't get it. But Trump, man, you're ridiculous, bro. You turned your whole administration, except RFK, your whole administration has just turned a blind eye. Kash Patel, Tulsi Gabbard possibly is going to get out because of this backlash that you're putting on her. Who else? Fucking Lindsey Graham sucks ass. Neocons out there. You're bashing Tucker Carlson for all this when he is having some common sense that we shouldn't be getting into wars. It's not. There is no benefit into it. That's my thoughts on it. Comment below. This sucks, man. American First crowd isn't buying another intervention. Gabbard's stance reflects a craving for facts, not hype. The real story, the public's voice is louder than ever, and the pressure is on. For real. Accountability. Stay sharp. When leaders fight their own team, the fallout always gets messy. It's bad, bro. It's bad. And I'm glad everyone's awake. Keep waking up and understand where we're living in. It's the greatest time to be alive right now.
Like, dude, they just got pulled out finally a few years ago from something that happened when we were still kids.
Mm-hmm. And we had no understanding of that. Mm-hmm.
They just barely.
It's sad. Even with the Russia and Ukraine war, nothing's budging there. They're gonna continue to do that. Were we bamboozled again too? The false premises of yes, we're gonna shut down that war. Nothing. It's gonna continue, and then now what? Taiwan is at a brink of being invaded. Also, that's a 3-front war we're gonna get into. Why? I don't know. Okay, comment below your thoughts.